Tutorial 5, Programming Basics. Chapter 1, Store a new queue. When you want to save a new queue, press Store key to activate the Store menu and select the Queue button. Doing this will add new queue to the current playback in which the contents of editor will be copied. Another way is to press Store key, and select the playback register where you want to save the queue. Queue will be saved in sequence of storing, and the register will contain a queue list. Chapter 2, Program Example and Playback of a Queue List. In this chapter we will learn how to program a queue list and activate the playback. We've patched two RGB parkins on our console and capture polar visualizer. Select our fixtures, and save a queue of red color on register 7, using the editor. Now, add in our queue list a queue of green color. At the end, add a third queue of blue color. In order to start playing our queue list, clean the content of editor with a double-click on Clear Key button and press the Playback Register button to activate the first queue of our list. Every time that Register button is pressed, it sends a trigger to move forward to the next queue of our list. The fader controls the master intensity of our queue list. The controller button activates the flash function when the fader is assigned to 0. The current played queue is indicated on the upper display string. Chapter 3, Edit of a Queue. In this chapter we will learn how to edit and update a queue. Press the Edit Queue List key button to visualize the list of queue, which are contained in the current playback register. Select the queue we want to update and press Load Key button. PULSEMX will load the queue contents on the editor, ready to be modified by the operator. For example, I want to change the green color queue in a yellow color queue. Press Update to save the edited queue. A message will confirm that queue has been successfully updated. Let's play the queue list again to watch it on in the live. Chapter 4, Properties, Timing, Order, Link of a Queue List. In this chapter we will learn how to execute all settings of our queue list. Press Edit Queue List to access into the dedicated window. In this window the 4-encoder wheel can control the size, speed, master intensity, and scroll the queue list of the current register. Selecting a queue, the LED status indicator will turn on, and we can set the delay time, fade in time, wait time, and fade out time. All times are expressed in seconds, and settings can be sent individually to a queue or to multiple queues. Selecting the button, Link Next Queue, two successive queues will be merged together like one single queue, running in sequence without need to receive an individual trigger. Each queue has two timeline bars. The upper bar indicates delay plus fade in time. The lower bar indicates wait plus fade out time. If I want to change the order of a queue in the queue list, simply select the queue of interest. Press Menu, and then, Move Queue. Insert the new ID number of the queue and confirm. It will be moved to the chosen position. In the same window we can also rename, copy, or delete the selected queues or the whole queue list. Chapter 5, Chase Queue List Mode. In the previous chapter we have described the queue list mode. Let's have a look to the other available view modes. Press Chase on the left side to visualize the chase mode. In this mode all queues are assigned to a common timing, and timings at single queue level are disregarded. Using the encoder wheel we can set the fade, speed, master intensity of the queue list. If the auto mode is active, upon every fade in conclusion, a trigger is automatically sent to the following queue. On the other hand, in manual mode, it's necessary to send an individual trigger to jump forward to the next queue. One of 4 options can be selected for the execution order of the queues. Forward, the queues are executed in their natural order. Reverse, the queues are executed in a reverse order. Bounce, the queues are executed from the first to the last and then backwards from the last to the first. Random, the queues are executed in a random order. Chapter 6, Sequence Queue List Mode. Press Sequence on the left side to visualize the sequence mode. In sequence mode, The queues are automatically activated upon fade-in completion of the previous queue. The order of activation is the natural one, from first to last queue, and then starting again from the first. Wait and fade out times cannot be inserted in this mode and are considered identical to the delay and fade-in times. The wheels acts same as in the queue list mode, with the only difference that wait and fade out timing are not allowed to be set. Chapter 7, Live Mode. Press Live on the left side to visualize the live mode. A queue list in live mode allow you to activate single queues directly from the touch screen. By pressing a button on the window, a trigger is sent to the corresponding queue which becomes active. In this way, the queues of the list can be activated in any given order depending on your requirements at any given time. In live mode, the queue will follow timing of the settings done in queue list mode. Thanks for your attention.